Griffin. They'll roll him out right. Room to run past midfield. And avoids the contact by sliding. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give. This is Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Detroit! Over!
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A right side catch by Crabtree. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 88 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Collins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On second down, Collins. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Play action. Now Griffin. And he's got Snead. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense. It's looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Gone! 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 No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Landry, the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Collins. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to sneak with Griffin. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. RG3 with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Gone! 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 Over! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Play action. It's Griffin. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
Slow. Z.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Flush to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. And this one is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Fights him off. Still going. Refusing to go down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Chubb on the counter, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little 360. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
So,
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack is usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Collins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The first NFL pick for the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Griffin. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first throw for the backup Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards.
Lucky 56.
Now a give to Collins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Dancing to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So they get the score still. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run it again with Chubb. Fighting him off. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
A toss play to Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Detroit!
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And spins away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Cleveland, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.